Hey, everybody, and welcome to tonight's webinar on 3 ways to market your sleep consulting business. I am the Doula Darcy, and let's just dive right in. I am going to share my screen here. So, we're talking about 3 ways to market your sleep coaching business, even when the economy's a little rough. So you're in the right place if you are a sleep consultant who wants to help more families. Tonight, I'm going to share 3 powerful, proven ways to market your sleep coaching business, and they're all free. They're all things you can do on your own. And I will also be showing you how you can go even deeper on marketing strategies like this in my step-by-step course called 10K Months Made Simple, the Sleep Consultants Marketing Course. But before we dive into all this, if you don't know me, I'm the Doula Darcy, and these are my 3 kiddos. And before they were born, before even I became a postpartum doula after they were born, I worked in advertising and marketing for 10 years. I was a media director, a media buyer, all sorts of different roles. I worked everywhere from Manhattan and New Jersey to up here closer to home where I live now in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Then these 3 were born in a span of 4 years, and I battled crushing sleep deprivation. It was rough, and that really, the whole experience led me to become a postpartum doula and led me to become a postpartum doula that was really focused on sleep. I wanted to get all my clients to make sure they had a nap while I was there. I also loved educating them about wake windows and what they could be doing to get more sleep. And then, because of my corporate background in marketing, I was able to replace my corporate income quicker and use my marketing knowledge to build my doula business. And now, as a doula business coach, I share that with other doulas and sleep consultants so they can do the same thing. And I believe that virtual sleep consultants can be earning $10,000 every single month. There is no reason that you all aren't having 5K months every month. And I promise to break it down. So here is my math on how I get there. Having 10K months is really only 4 clients a week. If you are charging $650 per client and you have 4 of them a week, that works out to $2,600 a week times 4 weeks in a month. That is $10,000. So 4 clients a week is completely doable, even if you are a doula or a mom or another job, or even if sleep consulting is your side hustle. This is absolutely Julia. Absolutely doable. You don't need to burn out. You don't need to overbook yourself. You don't need to work super hard. Just having but what you do need is that consistent stream of leads coming in, of people finding you so they can hire you. So that's the math. Let's get into the marketing to build that stream. So what we're going to talk about tonight are 3 marketing strategies. The first one is how to make Instagram show your profile, your account, to the tired parents who need it. Then I'm going to talk about how to get your website to show up on page 1 of Google searches again, so the tired parents who need you can find you. We're going to talk about building an email list that helps you bring these clients in on autopilot. And then I'll be sharing about, like I said, my course on how to build the marketing plan to get you these 10K months. And then I'm here for a live Q&A. I'm going to answer all your questions, I promise. Okay, so get out your notebooks and let's dive in. We are going to start with Instagram. And Instagram is an incredible gold mine of potential clients for you that you can tap into for free. Your dream clients, and by dream clients, tired parents who are desperately trying to get more sleep. They are up all night scrolling social media and all day. Parents are sitting there feeding their babies and scrolling Instagram. You have to show up for them as they scroll. It's free And it's a chance for you to authentically connect with potential clients. And you don't need to have a fancy ring light like the former version of myself with brown hair has in this photo. So here's the evidence. We love evidence-based information. Instagram has 1 billion active users in a month across the world. And 61% of those billion are young. They're 18 to 34. Guess who's having kids? People who are 18 to 34. 70% of all US adults 18 to 29 use Instagram. That is staggering. And then 44% of female adults in the US are on Instagram. So, like I said before, I was a media buyer, media director in my former life in advertising and marketing. And these kind of numbers just didn't used to exist for one target market. There was nothing. Like maybe you could say 61% of adults or 18 to 54 watched television. But again, back then you had to know what shows they were watching, and then you had to pay a lot of money to be on the shows your target audience was watching. Your target audience is right here. Women, females, 18 to 34. They are on Instagram and you can reach them for free. So this is why I call Instagram a gold mine. So here's how you help Instagram show your account to the people who need it. So you want to make your username and your name different. So this is my profile. My username is the Doula Darcy. So I say, oh, find me on Instagram, follow the Doula Darcy. That's my username, my handle. Your name line for Instagram shows up right here. So because Instagram calls it the name line, most of us just write your name there. But this is the line that Instagram uses. This is searchable. So this is what Instagram uses to know who you are, where you are, and what you do. So you want this line to say sleep consultant. And you don't want it to be just, most people have it just match their username. Here's why. So when I go on Instagram and search Darcy, you can see I come up, the Doula Darcy, and I'm a doula marketing coach. Darcy McQueenie, whoever she is, we're not learning anything about her. She's wasting space by showing the same information in both lines. So you want this line. If you go to edit your profile in Instagram, the name line is this bolded line. So then the text underneath that's not bolded, that is your bio. And in here, you can have up to 150 characters. So this is where you can put your actual name, like, hi, I'm Darcy. I'm a sleep consultant. I help families get more sleep. All right, help families get through the 4-month sleep regression. Whatever you want to say. This is just another chance to use the keywords that people are searching for on Instagram. And again, even people that aren't searching for it, Instagram uses these words to know, oh, let's show a sleep consultant to new. You want to drive, instead of driving traffic to Linktree, you want to be driving traffic to your own website. So make a page on your website where you have, my page is just douladarcy.com/links, and it's a bunch of buttons to everything anybody could ever want. But that way, I'm getting all that traffic to my website, which shows Google my website is important. Okay, so these are the hacks that you can do. You really want, this bio is such a great chance for you. It's helping Instagram. First of all, it's helping the people that find you know who you are and who you help, but more importantly, helping Instagram know who you are and who you help so that Instagram knows to show your profile and your posts to tired parents. Okay, the other thing that you can do is take advantage of hashtags. So researching some hashtags helps you learn about your customers, and you can start putting these putting these hashtags at the bottom of all of your posts. If you find some highly targeted hashtags that align with your business, that's really great. So for instance, if you live in Peru, you should definitely start using hashtag sleep coach Peru, because those Peruvian parents will find you. What you want to also, while you're searching around for which hashtags to use, you want to use hashtags with less than 500,000 posts. So baby sleep tips, that's a great hashtag to start using. Up here, sleep coaching or sleep coach, hashtag sleep coach. Actually, that's still pretty good. It's 358,000, but that's a lot. You might get lost in that sea of sleep coach posts. So maybe sleep coaching is a better one to use, but hashtag sleep coach is still a good one. But you might see, if you specialize in the 4-month sleep regression, see what hashtags you can find that talk about that. Or if you're posting about the 4-month sleep regression, use all those hashtags at the bottom of your post. And what that does, again, is tells Instagram to show your post, your reel, whatever, to the parents that are searching on Instagram for information about the 4-month sleep regression. And side note, Google did some research and they found something that was alarming to them, and that was that the younger generations, people having babies now, use Instagram as a search engine. They're not relying on Google as much. They still do in a large amount, but a lot of them use Instagram. Okay, so then create content that you want to take action on, because I hear all the time people say, "Oh my God, I post twice a week and I never get any engagement." And I go look at their posts, and that's because there's nothing to engage. You're not asking a question. You're not posting a poll or talking about something that would make me want to comment. Or so it's important to post consistently. It's important to ask them to take an action. Do you want them to comment and tag a tired friend? Do you want them to comment and tell you how tired, how bad last night was with their baby using emojis, something like that? Like some simple, fun things to get that engagement going. And then be social. Everybody wants me to tell them the latest algorithm hack, and that's always changing, and you don't want to be chasing those. But social media will always reward you for being social. So respond to any comments, engage with the people who are DMing you and liking your posts, and go be social on social media. And consistency is key. If you're not getting huge response in your first post, keep going. It's not your fault. Instagram's bananas right now, but just keep going and try new things, and think of it as a way to start a conversation with the tired parents that will eventually hire you. Okay, let's move on to SEO, which is search engine optimization, which is so powerful. And it sounds scary, but it's not. Search engine optimization means doing some things to your own website to get it to show up and rank higher in Google searches. And there's a few really simple things you can do that will really boost your website ranking. And when your website is showing up in the top 3 Google search results of your dream clients, then you don't have to do as much marketing. You don't have to be posting on social media every day. You don't have to be networking all the time and doing all the things. If your website is working for you, that is huge. And the investment in that just saves you so much time, because these tired parents are up all night Googling the solutions to their problems. And research shows that the number one Google listing result gets a much higher click-through rate than if you're ranked down on the bottom. So there's 3 areas to focus on your website to boost your own rankings. So this is my old website pictures, but you get the point. So headlines. Google has these Google bots that are just constantly always scrolling the entire internet to figure out what every single web page is about, because Google wants their results to be really good so that you keep using Google. So Google wants to know exactly what your website is about so they know which searches to put it in for the people who are looking for you. So the way the Google bots figure this out is by looking at the headlines of your website. So I set my website up to be found if someone is Googling for a doula business coach. So you can see this headline and this headline have the words doula business coach. So each page of your website, you want to choose a different keyword to target. So yours might be sleep consultant in Denver, or sleep consultant for 2-year-olds, whatever your little niche is. These Google bots also look at the headlines. So you have your main headlines at the top, and then further down the page, you want to work your keywords into those sub headlines too. So on Squarespace, that's called heading 2. On WordPress, it's H2, but you can see what those headlines are. The third place that the Google bots check to see what your website is about is in the alt text of your images. So you can see here, click on this image, and then I change that alt text to match my headlines and the keywords I'm trying to show up for. So instead of this saying I uploaded image 789, I delete image 789 and change that to doula business coach so it matches my keywords. So the other place is the actual title of your page. And if you hopefully have control of your website, you can change the URL slug of each page. So this page we were just looking at on my website is doula-darcy.com/doula-business-coach. Because that's the web address. If your website address of the page about your sleep consultant services has the word sleep consultant or sleep coach or whatever in it, that is going to tell Google, oh my God, this is definitely about sleep consulting and we have to rank this high. So go through and change the URLs of your pages to match what keywords you want to be showing up for. And then after you do the work, here's what it looks like. So here is what it looks like when someone Googles doula business coach. I come up second, but you can see how it shows the title of the page, and then I have what I Googled right in the meta description of that page, and Google bolds it for me so that you see that this is a good match. So SEO, there's so much more to SEO, but headlines, subheadlines, alt text, and then the URLs and meta descriptions are the big things, again, that the Google bots are looking at. And if you can take the time to go in and work on those, it will have big effects for your business. It is worth the time that you put into it because, again, while you're out working or having fun with your kids, your website is working for you. Okay, the third thing you can focus on to get more clients is email. because this is another free way to communicate with potential clients and have a conversation with them. And everybody has email now. And I looked these stats up and it says, oh, on average, people check their email 15 times a day or every 37 minutes. And I was like, I check my email every 10 minutes. Okay, Yvette has a question about the SEO. What's the step-by-step to change the headline subline? You're going to have to go into the back end of your website to get into the changing the headlines and the meta description. And it's different for every, I can't give you step-by-step instructions because it's different whether you have WordPress versus Squarespace versus GoDaddy, whatever you're using. But you can look at the help section of your web host. Okay, so everyone checks their email a bazillion times a day. Everyone has an email. And the thing about your email list is your email list is yours. I know I started this off with how awesome Instagram is, but I don't care if you have 15,000 followers on Instagram. Mark Zuckerberg actually owns those. Like he could change Instagram or Facebook and whoever owns TikTok. Like all that is just like that's just an open marketplace. Like that could change tomorrow. You could get hacked. You could get blocked out of your Instagram. It's still a very valuable tool, but your email list is yours. So what you want to do is make your email list bigger. So always be focusing on growing your email list. If you do not have one yet, put creating a lead magnet to the top of your to-do list. A lead magnet is something that you give away for free in exchange for people's email lists, like your dream clients. So for instance, my lead magnet is the Doula Biz quiz. That it's a quiz that you take. It tells you what trimester your doula business is in, and then to get the results, they have to enter their email, and then I email them their results and a marketing plan and all that. You don't have to do a quiz. Your lead magnet could be like, click here, enter your email here to get my top 10 sleep tips for newborns, or top 10 how to get through the 4-month sleep regression. Whatever your lead magnet is, there's a billion options, but have something that you're giving away that shows you know what you're doing, gives people some value, and then that they enter their email address to get that from you. And then they're like, wow, this is great information that she gave away for free. Imagine if I hired her as a sleep consultant. Oh my gosh. And now they're on your email list and you can have a conversation with them, build that know and trust factor. So you need to decide if you're going to start emailing to the list every week or maybe once a month. And these do not have to be big, long essays or newsletters, and you don't have to be selling something in every email. These can just be quick, helpful tips, quick stories about how you work with people, and showing people that you know what you're doing, that you can help parents, and that you can help them. And so you used email to build trust and have conversations. And are you starting to see how this all works together to build the building blocks of a successful funnel for new leads coming into your business? It's all these things working together. People see your posts on Instagram, they find your website or your blog while they're scrolling, they see your lead magnet, they get on your email list, and they start to feel like they know you, and then they hire you. I want to help you build your $10,000 a month system. And that's what it is. It's a system. It's like a machine that is just bringing the new leads into you while you're out working with the clients. So if you want help implementing everything we covered today and so much more, I have 2 ways to support you. Whoops. First is my newest idea that I am super excited about. I was actually talking to Jane Havens and I was like, I don't know why you guys aren't all millionaires. I think every sleep consultant should be earning $10,000 a month every single month. And did you guys know? You might be like, "Oh, there's so many people in this call and we just all learn the same tips." It doesn't matter. There was 3.6 million babies born last year. And the year before that, and the year before that. And guess what? All those parents that had them are exhausted. And you might have heard my podcast about as a doula, I'm very sometimes envious of sleep consultants because, again, back to my 3 under 4 years, if you could, if I could have paid to get some sleep, I would have, even though I wasn't paying for anything else at the time. So, sleep consultants, you're a known entity, and the pain point of those clients is huge. And so with doulas, it's a whole, we have to educate them and make them feel like they're worthy of spending money on themselves to get this doula support. Sleep consultants, it is a no-brainer. So, anyway, my passion for believing into my core that all of you should be earning 10K months. I want to do a 90-day accelerator and get you all there where we're going to work really closely together. We're going to do a Zoom call one-on-one together each week. We're going to use Voxer. You're going to have me in your pocket as you build this all out. We'll probably do a group calls too every week, but we are going to take 90 days to get you to the point where you're earning $10,000 a month. So the investment for this is $10,000, but you are going to make it back, whatever, tenfold, 12-fold in a year. You're going to be making that in a month. So I'm really excited about this. It's literally so super new. I don't even have the sales page done. I have an application link. Some of you I know have already applied. I'm so excited. If you want that, write application in the chat. I will send it to you or shoot me an email or DM me on Instagram, something. I will get you that. Actually, and I can send it in email after this. We will work on I'll work with you, get this done with you, get your lead magnet, the email funnel, your personalized visibility strategy. It's a 10K month roadmap built for you, with you. So limited spots available. I'm only going to do this with a handful of people because it's going to be so high touch, so one-on-one. I'm really excited about it. Or the other thing is I have a go at your own pace option, a self-paced course that's a step-by-step roadmap to those 10K months. It's called 10K Months Made Simple, the Sleep Consultant's Marketing Guide. It takes you step by step through the process of building that funnel of targeted leads to your sleep consulting business. Here's what's covered in that self-paced class, how to create a lead magnet and grow your audience and the most important thing is getting tons of traffic to that lead magnet on your website using Pinterest without paying for ads, Facebook, Instagram, all the things. Here comes somebody into the waiting room. In that class and in the accelerator, I'll be covering blogging, SEO, way more than we just did today, Facebook groups, getting on other podcasts, and then really harnessing email marketing, which is huge. So if you want to take that class, you can save $75 for the next few hours. You can go to my website, click on classes, and there you go. It's in the chat for you. Write down this coupon code WEB75 because you'll save $75 on that self-paced class. And that's more if you don't have the time to really work hard over the next 90 days. We don't start tomorrow. It'll be after July 4th, July into August. So like by the time your kids are back in school, you're earning 10K months as a sleep consultant with the Accelerator. With this self-paced class, it's more go at your own pace, a little bit slower. So find me on Instagram at the Doula Darcy, send me a DM. How do I turn this off? I'll also be emailing y'all, but I would love to. Oh, did I not hit send? Here are your questions. Oh. Anybody have any questions? Go ahead and just unmute. I'm happy to dive in. I know that was a lot that I just fire hosed at you. But like I said, I get super excited about all this.
I have a
And
question.
I think doulas can be earning 10K months, but I think sleep consultants can do it much faster and much easier just because of the fact that sleep deprivation, I'll just say it, that sleep deprivation is torture and that people want to be sleeping. So everything I'm doing in the accelerator and in this self-paced class is helping you get the people that are already looking, the people that already know they need a sleep consultant. They already know their baby's up 7 times a night and that they need help and they're looking for help. Let's skip all the steps of where you have to be like, here's what a sleep consultant does. And let's just serve you up to the people that are looking to you. Go ahead, Marcia. And yes, Julia, that self-paced class goes into how to make a good lead magnet. Marcia, what's your question? Hello again.
Okay. Hi. Twice in one day, and I'm not driving now.
I love it.
Much safer.
Yeah.
So I am completely lost on Instagram, and I cannot find what where I'm supposed to change that name thing.
Ooh, I'm
Okay.
having the same problem.
Like that's not an option.
Yeah,
And I
that
don't know if it's because like my Instagram page is connected to my Facebook page, which technically my business Facebook page is connected to my personal page.
No, so is mine. So if you click on
Okay.
edit profile,
All right, I don't know if I'm just tired or if I'm just all of a sudden this in edit profile.
and actually, is your account a personal account or a business account? Maybe that's the issue.
I believe it's set as a business account.
Okay. So if you click on edit profile, it should like at the top, the first line is name. That's the line you change. And then your username is underneath. So my username is the Doula Darcy. You don't want to change, I don't want to change that. But this name line is the one that will end up looking bolded that Instagram uses to figure out.
I got it.
Yes. Janie, do you have it? Did you find it?
yeah, because yes.
It says you can only change your name twice within 14 days. That's fine.
Yes.
That's the right box.
Yep.
Hallelujah.
So
Thank you.
So I don't want my name. So Amadula does not have my name in it at all. If I take away Janie Frew and put sleep consultant and postpartum doula, Janie Frew just goes away.
yep, and you can put it down in the paragraph. But here's the thing. So Janie lives in my town, so I feel it. Are people Googling Janie Frew or are they boobling? Are they Googling? I usually go to bed at 7:30, you guys.
Oh my.
They Googling sleep consultant and doula.
Okay. I don't know why that's such a hard problem for me to give up my name. It really
Just put it down below.
Yeah. Okay.
Just say, I'm
That
Janie Frew. I'm a doula and a sleep consultant.
that makes a lot more sense. And I wasn't gonna ask that question. So
I'm
thank
so
you.
glad you did.
Me too. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
I basically spent this whole time trying to figure that out.
Oh no.
Because once I start something, I can't give up, and that's a problem that I have to deal with. Still
Were
Well,
we
working
like
on the one.
separated at birth, Jamie? Hi.
Probably. I'm sorry. I'm sorry there's another one out there.
No, I'm glad I'm not alone. So
Okay.
we wanted to say sleep consultant and our location.
Yes, especially
Okay.
so if you're solely a virtual sleep consultant, it doesn't need to say your location. It could say
I would want to do like postpartum doula / sleep consultant and then my location
yeah.
because
Yeah, so
unfortunately
this
I
is where
haven't figured
actually you
out.
want to count it out because it's only going to let you change it twice in 14 days. So you get 50 characters. You want to plan it out to see if you can say sleep consultant, postpartum doula, and Boston all in the same 50 characters. So Linda's saying hers says virtual sleep support. Awesome. That is something people are going to search on Instagram.
Okay.
Literally, this is the thing. And so I worked in advertising in the 90s and the early 2000s when the internet like barely existed. And you had to work so hard to get your small business in front of the people who needed you. The fact that you guys are sleep consultants and your tired parents are literally at 2 a.m. wanting to die. I shouldn't joke about this, but they're miserable because they're up. They're literally like, how do I fix this problem? And they will find you. And you're asleep, but go to your website and they'll get on your email list. Like it's magic. Getting really fired up.
So for your
And
question for your program, I went on your website. So the whole program, the coaching, it's $697.
that 697, that's the self-paced
Oh,
class. Let
oh.
me find the link to the application.
So the main one is $10,000 for your coaching.
Correct.
Okay.
And let me find,
And you obviously have that where we could make payments or
yes. And like I said, I literally don't even have that set up
okay.
yet. That's the link to apply for that one. And I will be finalizing those details in the next couple days, but I'm super excited about that. So, Charity, where are you located in the world? Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
In Atlanta area, Georgia.
Nice.
And I work with Chris that's on. She's in Long Beach.
Oh, nice. Oh,
East Coast, she's West Coast.
awesome. That's awesome. And Julia's saying she's not familiar with Pinterest. So Pinterest is covered in that self-paced class and we'll work on that in the accelerator. Pinterest is another example of, it's a search engine where, if you think about it, everyone's going to plan out their nursery and figure out what they should register for. And what I like about Pinterest, like Instagram, you have to show up on the feed, you have to be consistent every day. Like Pinterest, you can set stuff up and forget it, but people find it when they're searching there. So that is another gold mine for sleep consultants. And I don't talk about Pinterest a lot if you guys have come to my other webinars and stuff, because I think for doulas and local support, like Pinterest doesn't make sense. But if you're focusing on sleep consulting to the world, or you're not specific to one city, Pinterest makes a lot of sense. And again, there's all the things you can do to make sure your stuff is found. But I don't want to overwhelm you. So, any other quick questions? Go ahead, Yvonne.
Darcy. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, URL slugs. On my website, like I have the main page and then I have a services page, and those are like my website is dreamworthysleeps.com. So then I have like dreamworthysleeps.com/services/about/blog. But so are you saying for the main page, I should change the slug to say dreamworthysleeps.com/pediatric sleep consultant.
Hmm.
Is that, or,
Oh, and that's a great question. Keep it what it
okay,
is and then make
okay.
another page. So like have your
Oh, okay,
services page. So if, for instance, if you're a doula and a sleep consultant, like that's all listed on the services page. And then you can make another page that is, I forget what you said your URL is, Big Dreams,
dreamworthysleeps.com.
dreamworthysleep.com/pediatric sleep consulting. And then just information about your pediatric sleep consulting. And maybe
Okay,
it's not even, that could be what's called a hidden page, like it's a web page
okay,
that exists. It's not on
okay,
your menu. If you don't
okay,
change the way your menu is, or you
right,
can add it to your menu. But so
okay.
you could make a page that's, God, I already forgot it again, but whatever, Big Dream
Yeah,
Sleep
yeah,
Consulting /4 month sleep regression / can't put my baby down. Whatever,
yeah,
if you have different special packages or different things, you can make
okay.
one and then that just helps you. Oh, yeah, Marcia, you can, you know what, post this in, what do you mean your business name is nowhere? It's still your username at the top, Blissful Sleep.
That's what I need to change.
No, the only problem is you spelled sleep consultant wrong. And oh my God, hopefully they let you change it, and you don't have to wait
I
14
don't
days.
know. See, I've been up since 5 a.m.
Oh, that's all right. Okay.
This is why I do overnights and not daytime.
Oh, Yvette, these are great questions. Does it matter where your website is hosted for SEO purposes? Yes. And then she's asking, can you create your own website and still get great SEO results? Yes. You don't have to do it professionally. But this is one area where I really suggest spending money. If you have no idea how to make a website, get someone who does know SEO to make your website, because it pays for itself. That's going to bring you clients. But to answer your first question, WordPress and Squarespace are the two best platforms in terms of SEO in general. They're really hooked up well with those Google bots. The free ones, Wix, Weebly, all those kind, tend to not be as friendly with the Google bots. I hear from so many people that made a free Wix website and they say, oh my God, now when you Google me, like I never show, my website never comes up in any Google searches. So you definitely want to go with WordPress or Squarespace, because why have a website if it's not going to show up? But if you have your own website and you have the control to go in on the back end and make the changes that I talked about today, you can absolutely do it yourself. I do my own SEO because I like geeking out on that kind of stuff. But Google Sites, you know what, Linda? That is a great question. And I know, I was just going to say, someone always says when I say Wix and Weebly are bad, that you can pay for Wix. And there's some people that magically have a Wix, that website that works well. I hear from tons of other people that have a Wix website that doesn't. So Google Sites, they're new. I really don't know a lot about them, but I have to imagine that because it's Google, it plays well with Google. Oh, Canva is the other one that's not good for SEO. So that's another thing. If people are here needing a good website and you're not tech savvy, for this very reason, had my web design team create website templates. They're doula website templates, but it would be super easy to make it your sleep consulting website. Just change wherever it says doula to sleep consultant. But it's a template, it's a framework, and you have complete control over it. Show it as another one. I'm not really too sure. And the best way to check this, oh, I'll check it for you right now. How do you say your name? Kiana? Yeah, Kiana. Tell me Let's Google. Can you unmute and tell me what city that you're in?
I'm near Baltimore.
Okay, so let's look up sleep consultant Baltimore, not the, and what is your business name? Are you?
I haven't listed sleep consultant on my business yet,
Oh, okay.
but it's Compassionate Doula Services.
Okay. So let's go doula services. I don't see you. Compassionate. Oh, there you are. So if we Google compassionate doula services, but if I'm just Googling birth doula services Baltimore, it's not coming up.
Yeah, because I mainly put like my county, like the county that I'm in.
Yeah.
So I guess I would have to change, like I'm creating a new website. So I was just curious about show it and I'll change some things. So
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely make a page that is like compassionatedoulacare.com/sleep consulting so that you just start showing up for that. Let's see. Martha wants to know, do you have a doula website for doulas and sleep consultant in one? We certainly have had people, doulas who are sleep consultants, use our doula website templates because you can check them out here. It's built out for you to showcase 3 services. So if you're a birth doula, postpartum doula, and a sleep consultant, it's set up for that, or doula, placenta, sleep, or if you're solely a sleep consultant, you could set it up to be that you're a sleep consultant and you work with newborns, toddlers, and kids, or whatever. You can make the 3 things anything you want. So they're really awesome. What I love about them is you have full control. You can go in and make these SEO changes. And we teach you all about some basic SEO in the doula website templates. I just hear from so many, like it's worth it to pay someone to build your website and make sure the SEO is working. But the downside of that is that I can't tell you the doulas I've talked to, they're like, I paid some guy to make my website and now I can't contact him. Or now I want to raise my rates and I don't know how to get on my website and change the numbers. So I really love giving people full control. Julia says, go ahead and unmute Marcia.
Is sleep consultant or sleep coach better? And what's the difference?
You will tell, and you can look it up. You can look up Google keywords, I think, and you can actually pull up like what gets more searches. Sleep coach
Right.
versus sleep consultant. What would be really smart to do is do both. Have one page where you're using all sleep consultant, and then one page where you're using all sleep coach, and then you're getting both.
I was thinking for that Instagram line, if I wanted to say add the word virtual sleep consultant is too many characters, but I could do virtual sleep coach along with postpartum doula. So that, but I was wondering, is it more important for it to be consulting or add in virtual? That's a big question. Sorry.
Well, now I want to dive into looking into the numbers. Sleep coach. I have a Band-Aid on my thumb and I can't use my phone. Like it's amazing how
Speech
much.
impediment.
Yeah. Just looking at the numbers, sleep coach has 358,000 posts. Sleep consultant. Oh, sleep consultant has 412,000, so just a little bit more. So I would take out virtual and do sleep consultant.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, it's 8 p.m. That is my bedtime. I've got to go. Oh, wait, when naming your business, it's important to have sleep. Listen,
Sorry.
that's all right. When naming your business, is it important to have sleep in the name if you are a sleep consultant and a postpartum doula? Ugh. When naming your business, that really only matters to the state that you live in, like to the for taxes. So like you don't have to change your business name, but you could change your website name or your tagline. But I think the most important thing, Molly, is to have a page of your website dedicated to your postpartum doula services so that it's mollybagwell.com, whatever it is, / postpartum doula, and then mollybagwell.com / sleep consultant. So whatever anybody's Googling, they'll find you either way. Yvette wants to know if we're able to host the website templates anywhere. No, they have to be hosted through the designer. And then the cool part about that is she helps you when you have trouble. She also backs it up. She handles all that. And it's like a team of people. Awesome. Thank you all for coming. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you get more clients. I hope this helps moms get more sleep. That's my ultimate goal. So have a great night, everybody. And I will send you an email. Molly, yes, it's offered both live coaching or the self-paced. So I will send an email with all the I was going to say, that's pretty bold, Molly, to be like, I lost interest. Sorry. She lost her internet. That made my day. That was awesome. All right. Have a great night, guys. And I will reach out with any questions. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you.